Confidence is not something you feel your way into. It is something you build through what you do every single day. The women who carry it in a way that fills a room, that makes people pay attention before they have said a word, that holds up under pressure and does not collapse when someone pushes back, did not wake up one day and find it waiting for them. They built it, habit by habit, choice by choice, in the small, unremarkable moments that nobody witnessed and that compounded over time into something undeniable. Today, we are going through 8 of those habits, the ones that actually build confidence rather than the ones that perform it. The difference matters. Performed confidence dissolves the moment the room gets hard. Built confidence holds. Self-trust is the foundation of every other form of confidence. And self-trust is built through one thing: doing what you said you would do when you said you would do it, whether anyone is watching or not. Every time a woman makes a commitment to herself and follows through, she sends herself a message: I can be counted on. I do what I say. When I make a decision, it means something. Every time she breaks it, the message goes the other way. And the woman who has been breaking promises to herself for years, even small ones, has been quietly building a case against her own reliability that undermines her confidence in every other area of her life. The habit is simple and demanding. Start small. Pick one thing, do it, then pick another. The accumulated evidence of your own follow-through is one of the most powerful confidence builders available to you, and it requires nothing except keeping your word to yourself as seriously as you keep it to everyone else. The confident woman makes a decision and she states it. She does not attach an essay to it. She does not preemptively defend it against objections that have not been raised. She does not soften it with qualifiers or walk it back before anyone has pushed back. Over-explaining is a confidence leak. It signals that the decision is not fully settled, that outside opinion could still move it, that she needs the other person to agree before she can feel certain. The woman who has genuinely made a decision delivers it and moves on. If someone has a question, she answers it. If someone challenges it, she considers whether the challenge has merit. She does not perform certainty she does not feel, but she also does not perform doubt she does not have. Her choices are hers. She owns them fully. The decision stands on its own. Before she pours into anyone else, before the to-do list, the other people's needs, the obligations that always seem more urgent than her own well-being, she fills her own cup first. Her health, her appearance, her skills, her rest, her own development. These are the investments that produce the energy, the presence, and the internal resource that everything else runs on. The woman who consistently depletes herself in service of everyone around her and then wonders why her confidence is low has her answer in that pattern. Self-investment is the physical signal that she regards herself as worth the effort, and that regard is visible. It communicates to every room she enters before she has said a single word. The woman who takes herself seriously is treated seriously. The connection is direct. Confidence is not the absence of discomfort. It is the ability to stay present and grounded inside it. The confident woman sits in awkward silences without rushing to fill them. She delivers hard truths without softening them into uselessness. She holds a boundary even when the other person reacts with anger or disappointment. She stays in conversations that are uncomfortable rather than deflecting or appeasing her way out of them. Every time a woman tolerates discomfort without collapsing, without abandoning her position, without making herself smaller to end the tension, she builds evidence that she can handle pressure. That evidence becomes the foundation of genuine confidence. The woman who has been through hard things and held herself together knows, at a level below conscious thought, that she is capable of handling what comes next. Discomfort is not the enemy of confidence. Avoiding it is. She makes the decision, she takes the step, she sends the email, she puts her name forward, she begins. The woman who waits for consensus before she moves, who needs to run the idea past 3 people before she will commit to it, who asks for reassurance that she is on the right track before she has taken a single step, is outsourcing her confidence to other people's opinions. And other people's opinions are an unreliable foundation for anything. The habit of acting without external validation does not mean acting recklessly or without information. It means developing a reliable internal reference point, trusting her own assessment of a situation, moving from her own judgment and then adjusting based on what she learns rather than standing still waiting for permission that may never come. Feedback belongs after the action. Permission belongs to no one else. What she consumes, who she spends time with, what conversations she allows herself to be pulled into, what she watches, what she reads, what she listens to. All of it either builds her or drains her. She knows the difference and she manages it accordingly. The environment a woman immerses herself in sets her baseline for what feels normal, what feels possible, and what she believes she deserves. A woman surrounded by people who are building something, who take themselves seriously, who operate from a high standard, absorbs that standard over time. A woman surrounded by stagnation and low expectations absorbs that instead. Curating the environment is not elitism. It is the deliberate management of the inputs that shape her outputs. The confident woman understands that she does not have unlimited capacity to resist the pull of her environment. So she builds one that pulls in the right direction. The confident woman is almost never the loudest person in the room. She is the most listened to. She gathers information before she offers it. She lets others speak and she actually hears them rather than waiting for her turn to talk. She reads the room, understands the dynamics, identifies what has not been said and where the real conversation is happening underneath the surface conversation. And when she speaks, it lands because she has not been filling every silence, because her contributions are deliberate rather than constant, because the room has learned over time that when she decides to speak, it is worth hearing. Silence is a strategic tool. The woman who uses it well commands more attention than the woman who fills every moment with sound. She makes mistakes. She handles them. She moves forward. The confident woman does not perform perfection. She does not pretend errors did not happen or deflect blame onto everyone around her. She also does not spend weeks replaying what went wrong, making the mistake into an identity rather than an event. She addresses it. She learns from it. She applies the learning. She moves. The ability to repair quickly without excessive self-punishment is one of the most underrated confidence habits there is. Because the woman who can fail without making failure, her entire story has access to more attempts, more risks, more growth than the woman who is still processing the last mistake when the next opportunity arrives. Confidence requires the ability to be imperfect and keep going. That is a practiced skill. And like every other skill, it gets easier the more you do it. 8 habits. Keeping your word to yourself, owning your decisions without explanation, investing in yourself first, tolerating discomfort without collapsing, acting without waiting for permission, managing your environment deliberately, speaking with intention rather than volume, repairing quickly and moving forward. None of these are dramatic. None of them photograph well. None of them will make a good before and after reel. They are quiet, consistent, unglamorous, and they compound into something that cannot be faked and cannot be taken from you. Confidence is not something that happens to you. It is something you build every day in the small choices that nobody sees.